I wanted to talk about this morning the energy changes that are happening, and people are feeling really out of balance as they either shift higher or lower. And so many people are saying to me at this time that they feel that they're growing even more distant to people that they thought were friends. And when we go back to 2020, there was this huge divide, this clear polarity of two different sides, and so much separation between differences of personalities and opinions. And I know that it really caused a ruckus in people's energies. They felt upset, depressed, anxious, and through losing so many friendships back then, lifelong friendships for many people, family members, losing these relationships was a really big thing, and people were just healing from that. It took a while. It took some years. Some have in this time. Since then, they've made up and agreed to disagree. But what we're finding now is there's a new type of separation, so to speak, of the ones who were on your side, who have always been there, who had your back, who did see the world the same as you, who are now going different directions, and your opinions or your views, they don't match anymore. And so it's like the pain has begun all over again, and the loneliness is resurfacing, or the sadness and the grief is resurfacing. It's like a second wave of soul growth in many ways. So what I wanted to say on this is, when it happened the first time, it was definitely meant to be on both parts for soul growth. And those relationships that reformed and bonded again were meant to. They were meant to, with all those wonderful lessons in between. However, what I'm finding is the ones that are cutting off now, the ones that are separating now, this is all part of the ascension process. And so don't feel so offended over this. Don't feel weighed down by it. Don't overanalyze it. And you may want to reflect and review the situation of why did this happen, and you'll come to your own conclusion about what that may be. But it's always a change of frequency. It's always one is going higher, or one is going lower, or maybe even staying stagnant for a little bit. Their soul's not growing the same. And so be light about this shift. Don't take it personally. Don't take it to heart. Don't hold it. Don't hold the pain and sadness of the letting go part, because we are eternal beings, and every single experience is so useful to our soul's growth. And many of the big events in our life, or fallouts that we have, they were divinely planned anyway. So we're multidimensional beings. We're so much more than just what we live in this physical body now. And so I want to remind you of that today, that the separation that you feel now is simply just the growth part. There is no real separation. We cannot be separated. We are one. And it's divine timing, and everything happens for a reason. And if we look at it from the higher perspective, we do feel much lighter about it. So don't hold it. Let it go. Accept what is, and allow yourself to shift higher by being light, by receiving more light. Don't allow yourself to be anchored in the negative feelings and emotions. So I hope this resonates with you today. You're exactly where you need to be. You really are. So I'm sending you lots of love and healing light, and go with the flow. We're moving higher. We are shifting higher. Lots of love.